I picked Muslim as my running mate because religious sentiment is not my priority. According to the report published by Punch newspapers, the presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Tinubu, has given reasons for picking former governor of Borno State, Kassim Shettima, as his running mate, despite agitations against Muslim ticket. The Punch reports that there had been agitations against Muslim presidential ticket, the Christian Association of Nigeria, and some prominent Nigerians. According to Tinubu, he prioritized national growth and development above religious sentiments in picking Shettima. Many Nigerians who saw the headline on social media stormed the comment section to share their opinions. Out of people's comments on Facebook, these are three that have been selected. First, "We are with you, sir. On your mandate we stand. A new Nigeria is possible with you and Shettima." The second comment, "But religion, ethnicity and region cannot always fully determine our path. To forge ahead as a nation towards development and prosperity, we must break free of old binds." Is this the tactic they're going to go sell to the northerners? We're talking to those in the remote villages, the underage children. Okay. You don't believe in ethnicity as a determinant in the choice of a candidate, but you are campaigning for APC presidential ticket in Abeokuta, Ogun State. You stated it is the turn of the Yorubas. That is ethnic consideration. Anyone comparing Nigeria of today to 1993 is making a terrible mistake. Nigeria was not as divided as it is today in 1993, not even 1967 when the Civil War broke out. No political aspirant who takes the unity of Nigeria seriously will show such insensitivity. Exactly. It shows that winning election at all costs is more important to you than the unity of Nigeria. Absolutely. And I think it's very strategic. I mean, again, you don't underestimate these people. They will forge an argument. And again, he says, "I picked a Muslim as my running mate because religious sentiments is not my priority." And that is also a good strategy to take and be like, you know what? To disprove you wrong, I'm going to do what you expect me to do because I really don't care about religious sentiment. And that is a good tactic to use. But then that is a good tactic to use on those who are thinking, aka using that as a tactic for those in the south, because you cannot tell me he's going to go to the north when he's campaigning and tell the people this. I mean, of course, it also works in favor at the end of the day of the people there, and will not use these arguments to get them. There is no way. There is no way. So, again, because for someone who is actually forging for the unity of the country, I don't know why APC for some reason is pretending not to be aware of the existing, religious and ethnic sentiments. I don't understand. It's not just going to go away all of a sudden, and it shows that there's much more consideration for the North, because their story and their campaign would work perfectly for the North. They can change their story every single time. The fact is, it's a Muslim ticket, and if they're going to change the narrative to appeal to the South, they will say, well, we did that because religious sentiment is not our priority. But then in the North, they will change the narrative to please the people and say, you know what, we are representing you in power. So again, the fact that they've picked the Muslim ticket and they will bend and use that in whatever way that it suits them, depending on the people they're trying to attract. It's as simple as that. So there's really nothing we can do about it at this point, but it shows the sensitivity to the South that you really don't need them to win, because, you don't. It's as simple as you literally just don't. It's like there's nothing else you can read into it apart from that. And also, ACF chairman also talks about the worrying, allegations against the government with the whole alleged Islamization agenda, because he says, well, this move is so insensitive that if you are actually considering and trying to ease the worries and the fears of people who have such allegations against the government, then you wouldn't have picked the Muslim ticket. At the end of the day, if you're not trying to promote unity, whereby, yes, we know it's a democracy, so you can't win everybody, but you should try to win everybody, because that's the best thing that you want to do. And it's like you're not putting in any effort to do that. It really shows you just don't care. It's as simple as that. Comments. You just picked because you are religious sentiment, okay? forget about Agra man. If religion is not important for him, why can't he choose a Christian? We must teach him a lesson with our votes. Again, looking at the statistics, I think, there will be an increase. I mean, if the voting population, doubles in number for these elections, I think we can really make, big significance, like a big interest. Only a fool will not see the complex situation of the country. You will realize it after the election. I thought you know Nigeria. Story for the gods. Failure is smelling all over you, okay? Tinubu, your national growth and development have not come with you people over 40 years of rulership in Nigeria. If Nigerians put these people in office, it'll be the end of the country. And you know what is scary? What is scary is the fact that in 2019, we're seeing the same thing. Again, it's Nigerians have not proven that they learn from their mistakes. And that is the worrying thing with the elections, because as much as we have faith and we have hope and the youth are, trying to focus on a new outcome for Nigeria, Nigeria is a country that has really made bad decisions because it has not learned from its mistakes. For the fact that we went through 4 years of Buhari and then we chose, or we let them get into power again for another 4 years, says a lot. And it will not be surprising if the same thing happens. But I think the difference right now is the intentionality. We were not as intentional in 2019 as we are now. Because I think sometimes we just let things happen when we can really stop it at the early stages. So we now let them win again, and then we suffered even more. We're like, wow, this cannot continue. But to what extent are Nigerians willing to go and willing to suffer for them to realize that things need to change? That is the real question. You can say because we're so used to how bad our country is, we're really able to take a lot. We are able to take a lot, basically. It's as simple as that. We can look at even more comments, but this is scary for Nigerians, because again, we as much as we want to look to the future, we also have to understand ourselves and the patterns and what has been in the past. Those people who are shouting against it, even if you pick a Christian, would not go vote for him. Northern Christians and Igbos are going to vote either PDP or Labour Party. So why do they want Tinubu to pick a Christian when he's not their candidate? Tinubu knows that the Northern Muslims are the ones that have sympathy for him, and APC, that's why he needs them the most. Well, be realistic of the fact of that, yes, but then it's like there's still people, surprisingly, who still want to support Tinubu. So he's just lessened that to zero, if anything, even more, by choosing Muslim ticket. At the end of the day, if he knows that the South is not going to be for him anyway, it's either going to be them or PDP. I guess, okay, fine, being a strategist, what the strategy would be, let's focus on where we actually have the potential to win. Well, it's safe to say that the Labour Party is really shaking ground here. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.